On his knees, charging through down there. McWalter scrambled forward down towards half forward by Hayes, follows up again, almost got it to Presta Giacomo out of the congestion. Jones falling to the ground. Stanley's in trouble.
St Kilda fend off to the face. Brady, go down.
With the umpire and the umpires tonight, Rosebery, Meredith and Ryan. Kick comes in from Hayes, long Montagna rather, long down towards full forward, fisted in front. Milne snaps the opening goal.
Cheer from both Nick Maxwell and Luke Ball, but the game gets played in one little part of the field and there's basically 36 players around it.
Yeah, it's a field.
It's a field of Collingwood. Anthony Rocker, go away, don't give it away. Tarkin's kick, don't pay 50, don't give it away, Anthony. There's no need. Incorrect disposal. So Lockyer has been a goal scorer. In fact, he's kicked more goals than any other Collingwood player out there tonight, with no Medhurst and no Davis and no Anthony. This season he's kicked 9, he scored 4 last Friday night when they played against North, and he's got the first, and Collingwood are in front, and that's been hard to do against the Saints this year. Play on. So McWalter to Ray, and then Ray's kick to space, and Geary waiting for it, gets it now. And then Geary goes to full forward. Thomas just got caught. Del Santo was quick off the mark. Couldn't hold it though. Gwilt terrific. And Schneider goes. Clark, which is a great tackle. He released it one hand. Well, Maxwell's kick's chopped off by
Nothing
Fisher.
forward at all.
There is nobody in front of him. They're running hard. The Saints.
They've got the numbers.
Graham's the one that's really going. Revolt goes. Does he go to Graham? No, he goes wider. And O'Brien's missed it. But Milne's kick, will it miss or will it go through? He bounces it through, little Stevie.
What a strange bit of play. The closest player to goal was Simon Prestigiacomo, about 80 metres, 90 metres from St Kilda's goal face. But this turnover hurt here. They've been going long all night, and that was the first finesse kick, I would say.
This is the error here, Buck, really, when Corey has to be able to trap
it, yeah.
That bouncing ball. As soon as he overran it, they were in trouble.
Gardner is on song tonight. The big man lays it off. Del Santo comes to Ray. Ray across the ground. Kazitsky inside the centre square. Breaking hard is Revolt. Beautiful kick. Oh, Revolt.
His ability really to run a hard 60, 70 metres.
And that's a finish, Brent. That's a gloss finish.
7 since Collingwood in the last quarter, so St Kilda have shut them down, as they've done to every other team to this part of the year.
McWalter's hands were good, and then Ball found Montagna having a magnificent first half, and Revolt's got it. Well, it was a nice kick by Montagna. It was soft enough, and Revolt had Presti just where he wanted him.
It was just body strength. Presti was a very good one-on-one player, but really the ball was there to be spoiled, but Revolt just held his ground. Only need one arm, the other one to fend off, and one arm to mark the footy.
He took 15 marks and kicked 5 goals in the semi-final last year against the Pies, and he's got the only 2 goals in the second term as the captain. Fisher, Dawson to no one in particular. Well worked though. Hayes terrific. Knocked it down to his teammate Jones, who gave it away to Montagna. Storms over the wing. Kicks inside the forward 50. Rebold up in front. Slicing through. Milne bounces through his second. As the jerk in golf would say, get in the goal.
Well, when Kazitsky came and met the ball in the air, he was going to run in the back up. You thought, oh, this could be fun for the 2 St Kilda big force. But just the positioning again, he's got 2 goals now. Milne from holding his possession in front. Very rarely can you crumb it running full pace, but he just held back.
good. McAvoy, left half back, feeds it back. Montagna, Goddard inside the centre square, run himself into trouble. Fisher kept his head in more ways than one. And now Del Santo storming through, tailor-made for Schneider. O'Brien didn't have his GPS. Schneider, 25 metres out. We're right behind him, and he puts it through. Collingwood anchored on one goal.
Gets it back to Fisher, back to Del Santo. Clean, well done, McAvoy. They have to retreat for the moment. Blake gets it back to Fisher. They start again. Fisher to ball.
He's about 60 metres out from goal, just lays it into the path of Jones. Jones sweeps it to Goddard. Goddard kicks a goal.
That's good play.
Persistence. They ran the perimeter, and then a thrust inside results in a goal. And suddenly the margin has exploded to 43 points.
That ability to kick the ball off the one step, he was just really quick hands. The ability of players of most teams, but certainly the teams, Geelong and St Kilda, the teams that are confident to use the ball quickly, in and out, bang, and just the ability, just one step, balance up, sense the pressure coming from his right side, Goddard, but just held his position and finished.
Makes it almost helpless, you would think. Just don't know where they can hurt St Kilda. Maxwell trying very hard. The handball again under pressure. Schneider. Hayes has been terrific. Well, it's a free kick. Involved with the party. He's had a few shots so far tonight. He hasn't been kicking bad. He's just been getting points. Straight points. That's straight through for a goal.
Towards half forward. Schneider got the crumb. O'Brien chops a hand pass off. Clark. Corrie. The short one is a good one. Wellingham takes a tumble, also took the mark, goes towards half forward, missed kicks, but Lockyer finds himself in front. Can they snag an early goal? Rocker, good work on ground level, and Rocker is getting the free.
Contact. Fucking touching. 50.
Anthony Rocker worked really hard there up the field and then back on a second lead to draw that free kick from Zach Dawson. Don't know if there was too much contact in it, but he put himself in the position.
Well, that's probably a free kick to Revolt. One arm was being held, and it was bumped right up the front.
Hayes got involved with the throw-in. Here is Schneider. He's close from here. He's very good. He's kicked three to Max Milne.
You still can bump, Dennis, but I think the ball was within 5, so I didn't think there was a free kick there, perhaps for the hold on the arm. But one bit of play that I did like was Adam Schneider, who came in and created the contest when the ball was still in play. He actually rolled it over the boundary line to create the opportunity for this throw-in, and then capitalised on his own work.
He's kicked a goal in each of the 3 quarters so far, Schneider.
And they're in form and they're on song.
Lee Gardner's playing a bit of footy these days. He's only averaged 5.5 games over 5 seasons.
Yeah, he's getting out there.
And here's McQualter doing the team thing.
Didn't even look at the goals.
No. To Schneider, and Schneider goes back to Jones and hooks it through. Party time a bit, isn't it there?
Sorry,
the umpire would have thought a St Kilda player. Yes, near enough.
They're playing well at the moment. The Saints are not that well. They can't be in Adelaide and Melbourne at the same time. Here's Ball. Kazitsky had the big fly. Corrie, little give, back okay. Clark's worked hard. Ray tried to go for it. Montagna, good tackle by Wellingham. Montagna got a handle on it. Terrific Montagna to Graham, who loads up and goes bang through. Best inside 50 in the comp is Graham.
Yeah, they've got a lot of players, a lot of strength in their team, but they've got 2 or 3 that have got this 55-metre range, and Graham's certainly one of them. He can pot them from outside the 50-metre line, so can Goddard, and It's a great kick. That's a long kick. That's got to be 65 metres off the boot.
The way he plays.
He plays with an intensity, Lee, doesn't he, Hayes?
A couple of years ago when we were, the coaches were attending the pre-game bounce, he came to the centre bounce when he was captain in St Kilda. I've never seen the eye of the tiger so much in a player's eyes.
Well, Collingwood with a chance here, and Willingham against the flow squeezes one home.
Maxwell, who's been wonderful in the last 15 minutes. Swan outside the 50. Goddard takes them on. Well played. But a hand pass across to support. Off the boot. That's a beautiful kick. McWalter's put it through from long range.
That was looking for Rewald, wasn't it?
It was.
Really didn't scan the whole vision. He just saw Rewald in there and thought he'd get in there quick.
Side bottom. Graham. Geary. Milne. Graham. Goal. Schneider. He's got 4.
Inside the last minute in this, the third term.
Brown knocked it down. Wellingham. Stanley. Made it hard for Wellingham. O'Brien. Wellingham again. Finds a way through, and then just at the last moment, McWalter got him. McWalter going at his second goal of the term then. Gun barrel straight.
Montagna sitting on 33. It's been a dominant midfield display by Gardner, and then Hayes to Rewald. Well, he's been terrific tonight, Rewald. I mean, the stats maybe suggest he's had a quiet one, but he's had a huge influence, you'd think, on this game. Even though, yep, he's got it. He's got his third. St Kilda really the Hawthorn of last year right now, and Geelong are the Geelong of last year. Here's Milne. On the up. Is that Schneider? That's 5, which equals his career high.
Goes short, and Gwilt has got it.
And then Gwilt uses Geary. Back to Goddard. Often a brilliant kick. That one's no exception. Well, he's happier on the snap, isn't he, Milne? But that one's good, and he's kicked 4 tonight. So 5 to Schneider and 4 to Milne.
Been optimistic for the future, I think.
Hayes to Gilbert. Here's Lee Brown. And Brown's kicks to the front of the goal square. Geary, Stanley couldn't quite. Still there. St Kilda working hard. On the up, Dawson. Smothered off side bottom. Lockyer got an early goal. Got some numbers here, Collingwood. Barham, well done. Pendlebury gets the goal. Gee, did they work for that. It's a ball. Well, there's so many of them, Lee. Schneider's been very good.
Do you want to give the vote, Stanley?
Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, isn't it? More than a goal in a match. If he kicks this goal, it'll be the first time that Rewald's kicked 4 goals in 4 consecutive weeks in his career. So he is on a high right now. And Medhurst, there was always a doubt about Medhurst after his ankle here on the Friday night before the last one. Stanley, one of the inclusions. Shaw running hard. It was a good kick. And then Wellingham, who's been good. Arms chopped. Not over the shoulder. So I think he's kicked a goal there, Shaw.
Came over the shoulder.
No, it's a point, so it's coming back anyway.
This is Kilda defence has shut them down.
So Wellingham, he's got some good purchase on that. It's a good kick. I think it might be a goal. He squeezed it home. Well done. Clark trying to work his way through. Gwilt. Milne, who was brilliant early in this match when goals were hard to get, even for the Saints. Kicks to a 1-on-1.
Oh, good play.
Well, he's kicked 4, Rewald. She struck that well. So 5 to the captain.
And St Kilda are having the same look in this part of the year. They've absolutely demolished every opposition they've been against.
Emphatic, wasn't it? I mean, it was just a colossal performance. All albeit against a weakened Collingwood team on paper, with a lot of key forwards out for one reason or another. But you can only play against who's out there, and play they did. They absolutely dominated them.